Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Whoa, I just dropped everything. Pause break to play fetch. Say hi. You say hi? You playing? Go. Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna go over everything that I made for Christmas gifts this year. Okay, Carbon, thank you for, here's your toy. I finally finished making everything that I wanted to make for gifts this year, and I thought I would show you guys everything that I made, plus I'm gonna block them today, so we'll go over that process. But I'm very excited because this is the first year where I really committed to making a good amount of gifts. Yes, hello. Where I really committed to making a good amount of gifts, and I'm very, very happy with how they turned out. So I've been keeping all of these gifts in this big tote bag. It's just a collection of stuff here, and I'm gonna go through it and show you what I made before we get to the blocking process. So the first thing is this beanie. I've made a few beanies this year. This beanie, and it's like a skull cap beanie, so it's shorter than a regular beanie. It's supposed to like sit here. I made this one out of fingering weight superwash wool in all black. I made 5 crochet scrunchies. They're all the same. It's in this velvet Juicy Couture yarn, but it's like white and glittery. So I made 5 of these, one for each person. I made this black bolero. It's like a short shawl with like these big bell sleeves. I think they're called bell sleeves or just large sleeves, but it looks like this, and it goes like that. So this one is made out of just black acrylic, so I'm not going to wash it like the other ones. I'm going to steam block it because it just helps loosen it up a little bit in my experience. I know it's not like the same as blocking wool, but it does make it a little less stiff than what it is now, but this one was fun to make. I have 2 identical cowls. A cowl is basically like a scarf. It goes around your neck, keeps you warm, but without all the bulkiness of a scarf because it's just the neck part. So I made 2. One is in this army green color, which is really nice, and one is in this pink color. They're matching for my grandparents. And if you look close, you can see the stitching, I guess, texture. It is 2 knit, 2 purl, and then it kind of like rotates like this. I'll put all the links to the patterns that I used if I used a pattern down below. Some of them are free and some of the patterns I paid for, but these were part of a free pattern and it was very easy to work up. Each one only took me about like 3 hours. And then the last 2 things I made were beanies again. So it's the same pattern as this skull cap beanie, but a little longer. So this one is a regular size. These are both in superwash wool too, because when I give them to people, I want them to be able to wash it and not have to worry about hand washing. But this one is in this nice hand-dyed green color. You can see it's like a dark forest green. And because it's hand-dyed, you can see the variation in the yarn, which I think is very pretty. So this last beanie is in the same hand-dyed yarn as the one I just showed you, but in red. And I had some extra mohair, so I knitted it together to make it extra fuzzy and warm. And these particular beanies are reversible. I ran out of the mohair, as you can see, but you can flip them inside out. And so when I give this to my mom, she can either wear it all red or she can wear it red and white like this. Okay, so I'm going to block them. Pray for me because it's superwash wool. I'm going to try to put them in my laundry machine, and my laundry machine has a hand wash setting. So I'm going to try that. I have the wool wash that I use, and I'm just gonna throw everything in there. I'm hoping none of the colors bleed because they're all superwash, and I'm just hoping that they have been somewhat bleeded out. But I do have a whole stack of them like this to wash. So let's go do that. All right, here we are, the washing machine. I have everything. I might wash this one the other side so that the mohair is on the inside. I don't think that'll make that much of a difference, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So in goes 1 beanie, 2 beanies, 3 beanie, and 2 cowls. These are all wool. I also have this Eucalan wool wash. This is the one I always use. It's non-scented too. Add to dispenser drawer. And then I have a hand wash / wool setting, and it says on here, this cycle is for washing shrinkable woolen or hand washable items requiring delicate care. Only wash woolen items that are labeled machine washable or hand washable. So we're going to try that. I'm gonna put the temp on cold, light spin. I feel like spinning is what makes it Should do no spin? I'm gonna do no spin. I'm afraid the spin is going to make it shrink. Or should I do light spin? Ugh. Okay, we'll do light spin and fingers crossed. Okay, there it goes. 55 minutes left on the wishy-washy. And while that's going, I think it might be good to start on the bolero shawl. So let's steam block that. All right, I have my handheld steamer that I got from Amazon. And then I have the bolero, which I'm going to hang up on a pant hanger. I don't know, because it's just kind of, it's wide. I feel like that might be better. Yeah, to clamp it like this. Like that. Okay, I have to figure out where to hang this up. All right, I'm in the bathroom. I found a hook that will suffice. And I'm gonna fill up my steamer. While that's heating up, sorry if there's echo in here, but I'm glad that I'm getting this done because it feels like a big weight lifted off of my shoulders. If you've been watching for the last few vlogs, I have dedicated like all of my time to making these handmade gifts, and I hope that they like it. I mean, of course, with like handmade gifts, it's always like you don't want to grow so much attachment to it and be like, oh, I spent this much, so they have to use it. It's up to them if they want to use it, if they like it or not. I just enjoy being able to make things by hand for the people that I really, really love and care about. So that is why I do it, and I don't really expect anything in return, but it is nice to see that they actually use it and wear it. So I do love that. But one of the things I went to go grab this. But one of the things I am most excited for is to be able to start working on my own sweater again. So I've been working on this for about 2 months now, and I took a big long break so I could finish all of these Christmas gifts. But it's the Moby sweater by Petite Knit. I've showed this many times, but I haven't really made that much progress. This is what it looks like. I'm still working on the body. The body is like the hardest part because of all of the crisscrosses and the cabling and the moss stitching at the sides. But once I'm finished with the body, at least the pattern part, then the ribbing shouldn't be too bad, and then the sleeves. But I do tend to get stuck on Sleeve Island for longer than I would like to admit. Just for some reason, I'm always stuck on Sleeve Island. I could never get out of it. But anyway, that's that progress. Another thing I want to do is we're hosting Christmas Eve at my house with my like immediate family, so that's gonna be really fun. I wanna get some cute decorations for that because last year I tried my best to make my very first like set dinner table, and that was really nice and I really enjoyed that. So I wanna try to do that again this year. And I had these like cheap napkin rings that I bought from like the Dollar Tree last year. And this year, if I have time, I thought it would be fun to make them out of like polymer clay. And then I also wanted like a long table runner. And I went to Target yesterday and I looked for a table runner, and a plain white one was $22. And I'm like, I think I have the yarn at home to make that. So I may just make it myself because I was like, there's no way that I'm going to spend $22 on just a plain white table runner when I could probably make it myself at home. I feel like that's an issue when you like crochet and you knit. It's just like you go out and you're like, I can make that. Yeah, it might take me a few months, maybe more money and supplies unless I already have it, but I could make it. And that is more fun than just buying it. So that's kind of what I want to do. The polymer clay I think would be really cute. I've worked with polymer clay before and I like the finish. And then also if you put like Mod Podge over it, it's like shiny and it lasts a while. So I might do that for like napkin rings or maybe, I don't know, decor, some decor. I still have to put up the garland on my staircase or whatever you call it, but I shall do that later. Oh, it's done. Do you guys hear it? It's like, oh my God, it's like spitting. Ah! Oh my God. I swear I did not put it over the max, but it's like puking. Oh! Ah! Hold on. Why is it puking water? Do you see that? I'm just gonna hold, a towel, hand towel under it. So for acrylic yarn, you can't really block it in the same way as you can wool because it's made of plastic. It's just not going to, what do you call it, stretch out like the way wool does. But I do like to steam block my acrylic garments. I find that it gets rid of the fuzzies. I think it's the heat of the steam. I feel like it loosens up the garment a little bit, but you know, Could be placebo effect, could be true. All I know is that I enjoy doing it. Okay, it stopped spitting at me. Maybe I did fill it up a little too much, but I swear I did not go past the max line. I do have to lint roll this too. It's covered in cat hair, and the person that I'm giving it to probably would not appreciate me giving it to them when it's covered in cat hair. They did put on their wish list that they wanted something handmade. And I was like, perfect, because they didn't update their wish list until I was done making this, and I was just hoping that they would want something like this. And then they updated their wish list and was like, I would love to have something handmade. And I was like, perfect, because I already did that for you. I'm already making the handmade thing. I don't know how much longer this will take me, maybe 15 minutes. I'm gonna try to go through every single thing pretty thoroughly, but let's time lapse this. Make it go a little faster. All right, steaming is done. It does already look like it's hanging better. I'm gonna hang this up so that it can dry. It is a little wet, but that's it for that. I am going to get tags that I can put here because one of the hats I made for my boyfriend, he also wants like a little tag. So I'm gonna put a tag here. Also so that it's easier for her to figure out which is the back piece because it's kind of confusing. There's water all over the floor, I just realized, from when my steamer was like throwing up water. So I'm gonna hang this up and I'll be back once everything is out of the washer. Okay, they are out of the washer. They look good. I think the hand wash cycle really works, but I have my blocking boards. I'm not gonna pin them. I don't think they need to be pinned. They're just beanies and stuff, but I am going to set these out and lay them on top. I'll do probably like one block per thing. Whoa, it like stretched out a lot. I'm gonna set these out and then we'll probably, what do you call it? Flip them over like halfway through, because last time I used these blocking boards, I've only used them once before, but last time I used them, it was like wet underneath and I didn't know I needed to like flip it, but this time I know, okay? Look, they look like pills. They look like little pills. These boards I got off of Amazon. I think this whole pack was like 20 or 30 bucks. Like I said, I've only used it once and it was like for a sweater that I made. Ta-da! And one more. Perfect. Woohoo! Okay, readjust. So, this is it complete. This is my blocking process. Very easy and simple, if I do say so myself. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I will show you guys these probably in the next vlog once they're all finished drying and stuff like that. But we have a total of 5 homemade things plus the 5 scrunchies. So I guess that's 10 in total. It's a lot. I'm pretty proud of myself. And I've been working on my sweater while I was waiting for these in the wash. So that is perfect. They will be perfect and I'm so excited to give to them. My boyfriend's actually been wearing the beanie I made him already. He has the black one, the plain black one, and he really likes it. So I'm glad, and I hope others like it as well. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!